The long and lonely walk home, a journey Pastor Mashishi has traveled every day for more than half a century. This dilapidated house has been in his family for more than 60 years. We visit John Mashishi again to get an update on his plight for water and electricity. The SABC's initial story on the plight of this family was followed by a visit from an envoy from the office of the Deputy President of South Africa, David Mabuza. Since then, Mashishi says his phone has stopped ringing. Tonight, he is invoking the help from his ancestors as he is losing hope of this dream, a dream promised by the new South Africa more than 24 years ago.
Bokoko le bontate mogolo ko le leng teng ke nna John Mashishi ke setlogolo sa lona ke belegetse ka fa re belegetse mona le a itse gore ke kgone batsadi baka mo ke leng teng gore ke kgone gore ke kre bontlhabongwe ba ploto ena ke kgone go waga modimo a nthusetse ko pele ke a leboga batsadi baka go kile gatla bontate ba letsogo la motlatsa bo presidente.
The government officials came here to ask for clarity on what is happening here around the plot, but they've since left and never came back. I'm scared the owners of the place can come and demolish my house. I live in fear. Please help me, my ancestors, so I can also benefit from this new South Africa.
Less than a kilometer from the Mashishi home is Keleng Informal Settlement, an informal settlement once called Tent City. Following the reporting of SABC News, this community, who had been without running water and electricity for 5 years, moved into these more solid structures within 2 weeks of that news report. Amongst those beneficiaries is Paulina Mashishi, John Mashishi's sister. Her brother stayed behind at their ancestral home, waiting for the office of the Deputy President of South Africa, David Mabuza, waiting on the promise of a better life for the next generation of his family. It took the Ministry of Human Settlements just 2 weeks to complete this development, proving that if there's a will, there is a way.
And I'm glad I had the opportunity. I was supposed to be in caucus today, but I decided this would be a better example of what we as a government here in Gauteng, ANC government, are capable of doing. When we find ourselves in a situation like this, we find the answers, and we have found the most perfect solution here. And I didn't know there were tires burning here, but I did know that there was a community in distress. So I came to visit them, and we discussed how we were going to get out of it. They liked the bungalows, and I'm told that they participated. So they have the skills with them now.
John Mashishi will tell you that he has always had the skills. And with the government's actions proving that all spheres are capable of action when needed, 24 years since democracy, he is still waiting on them to act on his behalf.
Mr. Deputy President, all I long for is a roof over my head, just like everyone else. I've been waiting for a very long time, for 30 years. Please come to my rescue.
A home he has lived in since 1960. A homestead that has been in his family for generations, since his grandparents settled there in 1930. A home he wants to take his last breath in. I'm Tabi Sositole and cameraman Tabu Madilula for SABC News in Johannesburg.